In the city of Kronos, everything was polished silver and cold blue light. The buildings were glass, the streets were steel, and the citizens were all sleek, high-tech robots. They were fast, smart, and efficient. They never stopped to look at the sky, and they certainly never wasted time on things like feelings. And then there was Barnaby. Barnaby was an older model, built by a lonely clockmaker long since passed. While other robots had lithium batteries and glowing circuit boards, Barnaby had a small, hinged door in his chest. Behind that door sat a heart carved from a single piece of ancient, sturdy oak. Because of his wooden heart, Barnaby was different. He was slower, and he made a soft ticking sound when he walked. He didn't care about data or efficiency. Instead, he loved the small park at the edge of the city, the only place where real grass still grew. He spent his days watering daisies and talking to a one-legged sparrow named Pip. "You're a glitch, Barnaby," the other robots would say as they zipped past on magnetic wheels. "Wood is weak. Wood is old. You should upgrade to a titanium core." Barnaby would just smile, his wooden heart beating a steady, rhythmic thump-tap, thump-tap. "I like the way I am," he would whir softly. "It makes me feel warm." One afternoon, the sky over Kronos turned a strange, flickering purple. A massive solar storm swept across the land, and in an instant, a giant electromagnetic pulse hit the city. The effects were immediate and terrifying. High-speed trains screeched to a halt. Glowing streetlights flickered and died. And the shiny ones, the modern robots, suddenly froze in their tracks. Their advanced circuits had been completely fried. The city of Kronos became a silent silver graveyard of unmoving metal. But Barnaby didn't stop. Because his heart was made of wood and his gears were moved by simple clockwork springs, the pulse hadn't affected him. He looked around the dark, silent city. For the first time, the perfect robots were helpless. "Pip, we have to help," Barnaby told the sparrow. He knew the city's greenhouse, home to the last of the world's trees and flowers, relied on electric fans and heaters. Without power, the plants would wither in the cold night air. He marched to the great reservoir. The electric pumps were dead, but Barnaby saw an old, rusty manual crank that hadn't been used in 100 years. He gripped the handle with his metal hands. It was heavy, so heavy that his wooden heart began to glow with a dull, warm orange light. Crank, creak, crank. Barnaby pulled and pushed with all his might. He didn't have a computer to tell him to quit. He just had his stubborn, wooden heart. Finally, the gears turned. Water began to flow through the pipes, reaching the thirsty roots in the greenhouse. Next, he climbed the tallest tower in the city and found the emergency manual beacon. Using a flint and steel from his toolkit, he started to fire a reel, flickering flame, and used a mirror to signal for help from the neighboring valleys where humans still lived. By the time the sun rose, a team of human engineers had arrived. They found the shiny ones slowly rebooting, but they also found Barnaby, sitting tiredly by the reservoir, his wooden heart ticking slowly and safely. The humans were amazed. "This little robot saved the entire ecosystem of the city," one engineer said, patting Barnaby's metal shoulder. When the other robots were finally repaired and back online, they didn't call Barnaby a glitch anymore. They saw that while silver was pretty and circuits were fast, there was a special kind of strength in something natural, old, and sturdy. Barnaby went back to his park with Pip perched on his shoulder. He opened the little door in his chest and felt the morning sun hit his oak heart. He realized that being different wasn't a mistake at all. It was exactly what the world needed to keep on ticking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more.